Hey, hi everyone. Very good evening. So I'm Sharat Raj. So I have an overall experience of 10 years across multiple organizations. So currently, it's across global banking, AML and KYC. So and I'm from Hyderabad. And well, before we start up, can I have no, like your introduction, uh, how what is your experience and currently you're in which field and why you are interested to get into a banking, global banking and AML KYC. Can we start? All right, I'll pick one. Uday, Kiran? Uday?
Yeah, good evening. Myself,
Hi.
Uday Kiran. I have been working in a banking sector.
Oh, okay.
I have passed out in 2021 in electronics and communication,
Okay.
BTech.
Cool. So you already have banking. You're already working for banking, and still you want to know about AML KYC?
I know KYC and this field. I know the EDD and CDD and KYC screening sections.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit I have knowledge, but I am working from home loan section, credit section.
Okay, so you're into regional banking.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
But I know the basic knowledge in anti-money laundering.
Mm-hmm.
These subjects.
Cool. Cool. Great. That's great.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks, Uday. And who do we have next? Uh, so I'll go with Soumya Mustiala, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, hi.
Right. Yeah, could you please tell me about yourself? What's your experience and which field you're in to currently, and
Yeah,
why is
my
your interest in?
experience in a non-IT professional. I mean, process associate.
Okay.
Present housewife.
All right. Okay. Cool. So,
Yeah, so I'm shifted to and started my career.
mhm.
So that's why I'm interested too.
Okay. So you're restarting your career. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Nice. Welcome back to Corporate World. And we have Tejasri.
Yeah, hi. This is Tejashree. I'm from Vizag.
Okay.
I completed my graduation in civil engineering 2022. I
Mm-hmm.
have zero experience. I just casually joined for free demo section.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Tejasri. Joe.
Hi, sir. I'm
Hi,
Joe.
Joe.
I was working with HDFC before Bajaj. Now I'm
Okay.
working in Bajaj Finance.
Okay.
So
All right.
total 2.5 years in HDFC and nearly 6 months in Bajaj. That's my
Okay.
experience. My friend suggested me, he gave me this link to join. So
Oh,
I just wanted to know more about this KYC and all, means what all are the career options that I will have in this field. That's all.
oh, great. Glad. And we have Ramya Kosuri. Mm. Ramya, you there?
Yeah, sir. So
Hi.
good evening, sir. Myself, I'm Ramya. I'm from Vizag.
Okay.
Actually, now present I'm non-working. I had completed my M.Pharm uh, and I had worked in pharma industries for past
Mm-hmm.
2 years. Present now I'm not working. Just
Okay.
just interested to start my career. That's why I had joined this group.
All right. That's great. Good to hear. And I think we have last one.
ठीक
believe
है.
I think we got just a moment. Yeah, okay. So the very first thing that please don't call me sir, as I'm still young. So you can just call me Sharad. All right. Okay. So let me share up the screen. Okay. Okay. So like is my screen visible for everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Perfect. Yeah. Cool. Thanks. So well. Welcome to everyone. So this is just about demo class, and I just wanted I will be just giving you a brief up. Like just I'll just go through over through with the AML KYC what it is exactly and why it is required for in the current world and for this global finance system. So what exactly is a KYC? What do you understand about AML? Can anyone like I think we have Uday Kiran who is already experienced with the AML like in the banking field.
Yeah, yeah. Anti-money laundering means in US-based loans is where scanning like training section via passports and driving license. These are checking in banking sectors. Am I right?
Okay, cool. Like you, what did you say? It was your job role. Yeah, it's partially correct, but not exactly. So
Okay.
just give you like a general introduction. So like anti-money laundering. AML is anti-money laundering. So wherein before understanding what exactly is anti-money laundering, we need to understand what is money laundering. So combating this money laundering is known as anti-money laundering. So wherein actual money laundering defines wherein converting illegal money into legal money. You getting it, everyone?
Yes,
So
yes.
like yeah, so like whatever the like income has been generated through illegal sources, such as any frauds or corruptions, or drug trafficking or tax evasion. So all this unaccountable income is termed as illegal money, and to rotate such income into the finance system and uh, look it making it into the finance system and like generating income through it and like circulating it across the other sources is known as money laundering. It is a process, step by step process. So to combat such actions and to combat to stop such transfers of like illegal money to the legal, making it to legal, so, it is known as anti-money laundering. So the definition here it follows as like it refers to the laws, rules, and procedures that financial institutions and certain business must follow to prevent criminals from hiding illegally obtained money as legitimate income. Legitimate income is nothing but no, like is a regular income like which we receive through our salaries, which is whatever the income we receive, which is accounted as per the government records and which has a record. How did we earn such income? Uh, do you have any doubts on this? Or are you okay? Anyone?
No, sir.
All right. Okay, let's move to the second slide. So why AML is important? So as we just discussed, like to stop criminals from passing money from which has been earned through drug trafficking, human trafficking, bribery and corruption, tax evasion, fraud, terrorism financing. So like you guys might be like a bit confused, like how come these approaches, all these activities are part of like AML and like it has been illegally uh termed as illegal. So like we might be having a general tendency like like whatever any bad had happens, there might be some funding behind it. So these are the things that are like how why the illegalities have been popping up within our country or across the world is due to these circumstances wherein there is no count of any there is no count of any finance systems where the government is also part of it. So to curb such instances, the anti-money laundering has been implemented robustly. Uh,
Class on
okay. Can you please go on my thanks. Okay. So to curb the passing of such illegal activities and the income generated through these illegal activities, the AML has been implemented across the global financial sector, not only across banking but also fintechs and other sectors where income is generated and rotated across towards the other world. The AML has been robustly implemented with the regulators across those geographic locations or within these countries. Okay. So, well, we have just discussed about like money, AML and money laundering. So, like, how is it exactly like propagated on what channel on what basis? So we have the three stages which are called as placement, layering, and integration. This makes how the illegal income is being structured and pushed into the financial sector. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the first point is the placement, wherein the illegal money is being moved to the financial system through by deposit by making deposits within the bank or buying assets. So make by deposits is like, like you guys might be thinking about like deposits we can make it any amount in number of times is like no. So we have a threshold where going forward sir mute like Sara please. Thanks. So illegal money like what all the income has been received. Yeah, apologies. So the first one placement will be like how the money is moved into the financial system by depositing into the accounts. So like we we wouldn't be able to deposit the bulk amount or like some crores at a go in within the bank. So if it is happened, then it will be a trigger which will be going to learn much more and going forward. So this is one of the action and buying assets. So we do find that like nowadays real estate has been like increased robustly. So like buying plots or lands or like any apartments or flats, any houses. So the hike in such activities is also the cause of this anti-money laundering, wherein the illegal income has been rotating through these one of these sectors. The second one will be the layering, wherein moving the money through complex transactions to hide its source. For example, we just discussed about the deposits, how the amount is being deposited into the accounts. So this is the layering wherein the amount is being divided into multiple sources. Multiple sources in the sense that like one, if suppose if I take a approximately 1 crore of amount, 1 crore is being divided into what do you call if I calculate it approximately like 10 lakhs per account. So it will be divided into 10%. So again, those 10% will be those 10 lakhs will be divided into again 10%. So like per person, it will be 1 lakh each, and it will be deposited into various accounts. And again, it will be coming back to the one particular account as through a shell companies from the source of shell companies, wherein those amounts will be routed to as a investment for a company which is nowhere present but it will be only on papers. We can find only the documents of such companies, but we won't be having any physical appearance of such companies. Such companies are known as shell companies. So this is the layering, which is the second structure, and the last one will be the integration. So this integration is the final step wherein the clean money is has been routed to into the economy as legitimate funds in the sense it's like legal money. So it is nowhere in a illegally sourced, or like it has been earned illegally, so no one can trace such. And then it has been moved into the system, and it can be used for any purposes, for buying property, business, investments. So this is the main characteristic of money laundering, wherein the placement, layering, and integration is the most used stage of this AML, money laundering apologies. And like, is it okay, everyone? You're getting it?
Sir,
Okay, thanks. So, okay, AML in banking. So, like, before getting into the AML, we need to understand how is it is propagated. So, the vice versa for AML is to identify the who exactly we are dealing with. So, coming to the bank perspective, so like we have the terminology as KYC, which is know your customer. Nowadays, like KYC is like very obvious thing wherein we would be providing our uh, government ID proof. So no matter what, like for each and everything, from the moment of buying a SIM card to opening a bank account, or like opening any new account, so there is a mandatory requirement that we need to provide our identity, which shows the other person that who exactly we are and where are we from. So the same thing happens even with the banking, wherein the banks are required to verify the customers, like who they are banking with, who are its customers, what do they do, where are they from, how is the source of their income, the earning, which requires them to monitor the transactions. And if there is any irrelevant pattern happening, irrelevant activities happening on the customer's account, which hasn't been disclosed while opening the account, so that would be triggering the account, and like they would be furtherly going ahead and deep diving on it. And the last will be dealing with high risk individuals or entities. High risk individuals are the ones who get involved with like high risk businesses, such as metal businesses, such as like gold or diamonds, and the other businessmen who are involved with the corporate real estate, and the other individuals who are related to the politicians, which we can call it as politically exposed persons. Anyone who is related to any politicians, directly or indirectly, they will be by default categorized as high risk individuals, etc. So any entities or individuals who are involved like this are known as high risk individuals. The example sanctioned persons is what we have just discussed. It's about another politically exposed persons. Okay, coming to profession in AML. Since the AML is a robust technology which has been implemented, apologies, AML is much more required in every global banking, fintech, and regulatory sector across every country, every locality, and every nation. There is a high growth and a like good demand of this profession, which can create a strong career path across globally. So like we have across the global, and like AML KYC is required by law in almost, it's not about almost, it has to be required by every country, wherein everyone has to be like accountable for it, the income source generated within their country. The high risk, the financial there are any high risk, the financial institutions can face billions. So if there is any loophole wherein the banks or the any financial institutions didn't comply with the AML regulations or policies, then they face this penalties, which are what do you call it? We can't even imagine about it. Like they will be of thousands of billions. The such financial institutions can be facing. That's the reason such institutions will be investing heavily in this compliance of AML and KYC. Coming to the job growth, there is a quite increasing regulations across this financial sector, meaning there is high demand for the skilled professions who excel in AML and KYC. And this is a stable field wherein like majority of in the current trend we have AI being implemented in across all these sectors of IT and other domains. However, there is a much minimality being used by the AI in this banking sector because uh, things can this banking sector is how strong it is. Even the other side, it has high criticality of having human interference because AI cannot judge who exactly is the individual we are dealing with, and it requires much more deep research. That's the reason it is a stable field which wherein the AI cannot take over. This is my personal view. And we have multiple roles within the race, compliance, and fraud roles. And of course, they are considered as recession resistant because whenever there has been recession across any country or globally, the banking sector hasn't been affected or impacted with it. All right. And we have the career paths. Uh, so we have the first and entry role will be the KYC analyst, and it depends from organization to organization or sector to sector because there are like some organization might be having the role of KYC analyst, the other organization will having providing with the role of consultant or etc. So this differs, but the role and responsibilities will be collects and verifies the can analyst role would be collects and verifies customer documents during onboarding. I believe Uday Kiran must be very familiar with this role. Is it, Uday? So this will be mostly into the front office thing, wherein the initial approach of any individual who gets into the bank or any financial institution, they are verified. So the role of the KYC analyst involves over it, and the AML analyst, he is the one who monitors the transactions of the individual once the client is onboarded into the account and starts doing business. So the transactions are being monitored, and any suspicious activity across over their account is being investigated critically. And if yes, there are any activities illegal or suspicious activity have been identified, then the suspicious activity report will be filed towards this particular account. And we have this compliance officer, he's the one who would be ensuring the company follows AML laws and internal policies. So this compliance officer, this will be the highest point, over above the analyst and specialist. So he is the one. So for this to attain such designation, we need to cover up few for this. We need to have furthermore certifications like ACAMS or CAMS, and then we would be able to know eligible for the such positions, and we can get into this role. And we have the monitoring analyst. So transaction monitoring particularly defines the what transactions the individual is having towards his on his account. For suppose, for example, like if I hold account with SBI, so I'm like I'm a salaried person. So like they receiving salary every month on particular date is normal, and utilizing particular money in like across multiple transactions, it is normal. If suddenly if I receive if I start receiving approximately 2 lakhs every month, then that would be a triggering thing because it is over my monthly limit. Whatever the monthly salary I used to receive, it is exceeding more than that. So that would be really a triggering point for the bank and the financial institution. So then that's it will the transaction monitoring analyst will be getting into my account and he will be reviewing all my transactions from where am I receiving the amount and what is the source and who is sending it and what is the purpose. So all this step-by-step procedure will be handled by the transaction monitoring analyst. And sanction screening specialist, this is also one of the most important role, wherein sanction screening is nothing but sanctions are a ban which is imposed by UN and OFAC and other institutions across different countries. Currently, across the countries, for example, such as Syria, Iran, Sudan, Myanmar, North Korea. So these countries are into sanctions, wherein any business within these countries are turned to be a sanctions, and like whatever the transactions have made across these countries, they will be under high scrutiny. So no matter what, irrespective of the amount we do business or do any purchase or uh, we receive or we send any, even it might be $1 also, it will be a high risk, and the individual who performs such transaction will be under the radar. So the next one we'll be having is the EDD specialist. He is the one who conducts deep checks on high risk clients, like political exposed person. Just now we have discussed about it. Who any person who is directly or indirectly related to any politician, they are called as political exposed persons, and such individuals will be under high risk clients and offshore entities. Offshore entities are nothing but like we have this Swiss bank accounts and Panama accounts, wherein you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So, oh yeah, any entities like who has which have the bank accounts within these countries are known as offshore entity accounts, and the entity specialist they will be more closely working across such business types and such high risk clients to make sure they are within the risk and they don't pose any risk towards the financial institution. And again, we have the AML investigator who handles the complex investigations, liaisons with the law enforcement. And particularly, this role will be a mix of ADD, sanction, transaction monitoring, AML, and KYC analyst. He will be like into everything. And the final will be the money laundering reporting officer, who is at the senior position level, reporting all the AML report and compliance of the financial institution. So he will be the ultimate one, like wherein all the financial crime transactions or like any reporting which has to be reported to him, and he will be reporting it to the regulatory authority from that particular institution. And we have the industries that are looking out for AML KYC professionals are the global banks such as HSBC, JP Morgan, Citi, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Barclays, ANZ. These are the things. And fintech companies such as Paytm, Revolut, Stripe, Tide. To give a glimpse on these fintech companies, these companies doesn't have any physical location of this bank, wherein like we step into the branch and like open our account and like do the do transactions, or like do the depositing, or like withdrawing our amount. But wherein these are the cloud based, wherein like which are we can find it on every phone. We do the transactions over the cloud. These are also known as neo banks. And cryptocurrency exchanges, which is Coinbase and Binance. Hope everyone knows this. And insurance companies and government and regulators. Financial intelligence units, such for example, I can give it you as like SEBI. SEBI is one of the regulator in India who which deals with like all the trade things or the stock market. And the career growth path. Here it is. The entry level will be a KYC analyst and the ML operations associate, and the mid level will be, so like entry level can go up to 0 to 2 to 3 years, and mid level will be the 3 to 5 or 6, and the senior leadership, this will be purely depends upon like your the particular experience and the knowledge, and additional certification will be much more accredited. So here I have a step wherein like given with a prior knowledge, also a good strong understanding of AML and KYC basics could fetch you a job within the banking sector. Banking sector in the sense like that's global banking. Just everything like giving up yourself and like being more showing up more zeal would be fetching up like much more roles and like good rewards and recognition within your career. And the last will be the salaries based upon the experience. So here it is. So for the entry level, it will be a 3 to 6, and these are not sure, but this will be like as per the general market trend. And if you perform more, if you have good experience, if you show that you have good experience and like everything, like you have much more knowledge about this domain, then yes, this might be increasing. So it starts from the 3, and might go with more than 50 lakhs per annum. This is not like thing is the like what I have experienced in like this would really, this is accurately, but like once like based upon your performance within the interview and your knowledge, how good you are at showcasing your knowledge, then that would really, numbers would really change, taking giving up you with a better role as well. So that's all about uh AML KYC. So do you have any questions?
Yeah, how many days of training in AML?
Uh, yeah. So this training will be concluded within 1 month.
1 month, okay. Uh, After complete the training, how to placements, hotel placements.
Placement, I believe, you need to check with Manikanta. So
Okay,
they would
my
be helping you with this like job placement,
okay.
you know.
Contact number.
Who's
Manikanda contact number.
Manikanta? I think he would be getting back to you. Your
Okay.
name?
Uday Kiran.
Uday Kiran. Okay, right, fine. Manikanta will be like following up with you.
Yeah. Present the how much of experience in asking by HR present.
It again depends, Uday, because like what exactly their job role, the requirement is, does the organization is having. So it again differs from the role to role. So it like even like I can't say that, because they, what you call, the organization might be in requirement of fresher or an experienced who has less than nearby 5 or less than 5 years. That will be
As you
they are
know,
looking out for
as present 2+ calls are available or not present.
2+. Yeah, they do really hire for 2+years as well.
Okay. Some domains are asking only 3+, 4+. Some domains. That's why I'm asking for
Yeah,
present 2+ experience or not.
Yeah. You have the requirement for 2+ years as well. Again, as I said, like like it again depends from uh organization to organization and as per the requirement.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Hi, sir.
Anything? Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Joe.
Is there any technical knowledge required for this role? Means like IT.
Mhm. Technical knowledge, yeah, nowadays, like there is a requirement of, like this Scrum Master with this AML KYC domain, which I have come across, and other, I haven't found across the automation tools, but yeah, some Scrum Master with project management is also having a good demand.
Sir,
I haven't been, yeah,
can you explain that? I mean, I didn't get that. What in that? What's the name of the tool?
it's a Scrum Master. Even I'm
Scrum.
not aware of it. Yeah,
Oh,
even I'm a
Scrum
non-IT
Master.
person. Scrum Master, yeah.
Okay.
While I was
So,
just, like.
with the basic knowledge, and you're saying that some of IT related knowledge is also needed for this role.
For this role, it's not at all required, Joe, because like
Okay.
since AML KYC is completely a situation based, so you can't judge, like what next happens, like what exactly thing, like how it is going. Everything it when like once you start getting into it, it will be much more vast. So like we get
Yeah, sir.
confused.
I can understand that because
Mhm.
for 2 years I was working in HTC only.
Yeah.
So during that time, I was basically doing these basic works like LTR reporting, those kind of works. I've been
Mm-hmm.
daily. I'm using that. Means I'm reporting. I usually do that reportings and all.
Okay.
So I know that there is means the ML is a very vast topic and all. So
Yes.
even KYC also.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why for to analyze this transaction, I believe that this kind of IT knowledge is or means technical knowledge also is required. That's why I'm asking.
It's not that mandatory required, Joe.
Okay, okay,
Again, yeah. Like if you already have that experience, and like this will be really helpful, and like once you get into this corporate world, and then once you are into a particular role, and like when you explore the other opportunities, then you will be able to know much more about, because even like since I'm having like 10+ years across this global banking, I
okay,
didn't find much required, because if you really wanted to like move forward and to get into other roles, or like gain much more experience, like it all like what do you want, uh, it all happens like with your zeal, and like you're learning much more thing, getting additional certification. But having IT knowledge with this, like it will give you a boost up to your experience, but it's not that mandatory required.
okay, sir, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Hi, actually, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
Myself, Nagaraj. Actually, since
Mm.
10 years I'm working in banking sector.
Okay.
Actually, same I will mention in resume. Actually, we are also doing AML KYC. We are
Okay.
verifying KYC and
Mm-hmm.
everything we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are no need to update resume or same thing will update in resume.
You can go with your like previous experience as well, or like
Uh,
where do you have your experience, in which bank?
10 years. Actually, at present I'm working in CSB, but overall experience
CSB.
10 years experience there.
Okay, no worries. Because the thing is that like when you get into this corporate global banking, you will be
Mm.
completely dealing with the entities, individuals,
Yes, yes.
entities and investment
Uh,
bank.
Actually,
Yeah,
we are verifying entities, KYC and customer KYC and loans KYC, everything we verify. And AML also we are doing every day.
yeah. That's amazing then. That's
Mm.
what like even you have like enough little bit of knowledge also, like the organizations will be most happy to get you in. So like since
Mm.
you have hold like good experience, like they don't have any repercussions, or like they don't have any issues, like hiring you. Just
Okay, okay.
like just you need to have the good what you call, sorry, you need to get towards the requirement. Then yes, everything will
Mm.
be fine.
Okay. Training you are giving 1 month, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm planning to
Okay.
like wind up the complete AML KYC within 1 month.
Mm. Okay.
In case you have
Okay.
2 months, 1 month training, is enough for the knowledge or any more knowledge in
1
2+
month.
years?
1 month
month.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, Uday.
1 month is enough or one more month in if knowledge 2+ is enough, the 1 month knowledge?
Yeah, you can. See, it completely depends upon I will be sharing you my knowledge and giving you like the content or material, whatever it is. Okay. So the other thing will be I will be mostly trying up to know get you know have the knowledge of AML KYC within 1 month. 1 month. Okay.
Okay.
Like if at all it is not happening, then yes, of course, like we can extend it further, and I will be able
Any
to
giving in softwares like some softwares is available right now. Using a different
oh
company to company any change or totally company to company different
yes,
based on
company to company.
funding.
Yes, so it will be completely different because there is no particular tool wherein we what you call get trained on this particular domain, because every organization works on different tool or applications wherein it will be of their in-house applications. So this AML KYC is such a domain that you just need to have an overview or a knowledge about such thing wherein you would be
Basic
able
training
to
knowledge only.
basic training. Yes, exactly. Because
Okay.
again the role differs and the requirement differs. Then once you are into the organization will be giving you that particular role training.
Okay.
So towards if you want to get into such role, we need to have this basic knowledge, right?
Okay. Company to actually give 5 years experience, you go to fresher like
Okay, I didn't get you.
10 years experience going the person in the company.
Okay, 5 years.
5 years, but
Okay,
you're starting to career in that company in that domain in what I'm saying, scratch to was trained.
okay,
I'm asking you.
okay. So a 5 years of experienced guy getting into the company will be from the entry position, is what you're saying?
Yes, yeah, yes, sir. It's that.
Okay, no, it won't be that from the scratch,
Like
Uday.
technologies only.
Yes,
Only
yes,
technologies only depends upon going the company.
exactly. Yeah, that's all. Because even I had multiple uh, even I have
Companies.
worked for multiple organizations. So I have never faced any such of the what do you call criticality that I need to get onto
Okay,
only this thing.
that's why I'm asking critical position by putting in experience. We go to another company facing any critical issues. That's why I'm asking for.
No, 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 no. There won't be any such issues. But you will just need to have the knowledge, the understanding of such situation of the
Okay,
policies.
okay. Yeah, bro, I'm just yeah.
And anything. So you guys are okay with what all I'm being shared or telling you.
Yes, sir.
పర్లేదు మీకు తెలుగులో కావాలంటే తెలుగులో కూడా చెప్తాను బట్ ఎనీ మోర్ క్వశ్చన్స్
No, sir.
రైట్ థ్యాంక్ యూ ఓకే సో దెన్ లెట్స్ wind up this call. Thank you everyone, thank you for joining.